It's February, so that means it's Black History Month. Here at the University of Northern Iowa, different departments and organizations have come together to celebrate the month. The Center of Multicultural Education, as well as the Hearst Lecture Series with the Communication Department here at UNI, have put together key events with African-American performers and speakers. I'll give you those lineups today. The Communications Department Hearst Lecture Series will host African-American speaker E. Patrick Johnson on February 3rd, 2011. E. Patrick Johnson is a performing artist and author. He will perform his piece titled Pouring Tea, Black Gay Men of the South Tell Their Tales. Johnson has published widely in the areas of race, class, gender, and performance. His performance will take place in room 40 of Lang Hall. The Center of Multicultural Education will host one of the nation's most hailed African-American scholars, Dr. Michael Eric Dyson, on February 17th, 2011 at 7 o'clock p.m. at the Gallagher Blue Dorn Performing Arts Center. Dyson bridges the gap between generations, connecting the civil rights identity to hip-hop culture while forging links between older and younger Americans. On February 21st, 2011 at 7:30 p.m. in Lang Hall, the Hearst Lecture Series in partnership with the CME will host Ms. Julia Dash. Dash has been nominated for Outstanding Directorial Achievement Award and was the first African-American woman nominated in the category of Primetime Movies Made for Television by the Directors Guild of America. February 23rd, 2011, the CME will host its 40th anniversary with its reception and correlation with the visit of Ms. Julia Dash. So why don't you pick an event and a day and come celebrate Black History Month here at the University of Northern Iowa. For UNI TV, I'm Zanetta Miller.
Black History Month is coming to an end as February wraps up on this Monday, the 28th. The CME hosted its last two events in celebration of Black History Month. UNI TV's Zanetta Miller has the story.
The Center of Multicultural Education hosted Dr. Michael Eric Dyson February 17, 2011 at 7 o'clock p.m. in the Gallagher Blue Dorn. The event tonight included a discussion on race, ethnic identity, and Black authenticity, while also converging ideas of hip-hop into the discussion of race relations in America. The program included a 10-minute Q&A segment with Dr. Dyson and a book signing in the lobby of the Gallagher Blue Dorn. Some of the books that were available for purchase by Dr. Dyson included Come Hell or High Water, Hurricane Katrina and the Color of Disaster, Holler If You Hear Me, Searching for Tupac Shakur, and Know What I Mean, Reflections on Hip-Hop. The event tonight brought out members from the greater Cedar Valley community with students and faculty from the University of Northern Iowa. University of Northern Iowa students and faculty who came out to hear the lecture from Dr. Dyson discussed their opinions of the lecture while also reflecting upon the overall event.
I really like the part about not dogging out black women, and I definitely love the part about the 100-to-1 ratio that he explained in terms of the bill that incarcerates a lot of black men and therefore disenfranchises black families.
I thought it was an excellent night. Just the fact on how he was able to kind of, from a lineage standpoint of going back in time and tying everything together along with the presidents on their own stances. But I like the fact on that he just didn't give no passes out to whoever you are.
The event proved to be a great success for the Center of Multicultural Education, the community at large, and especially for UNI students who were very eager to show their books that were autographed by Dr. Dyson himself. The Mocker Union Central Ballroom was the place to be last Saturday. Here's Dakota Funk with more on the annual Latino Ball.
I'm here at the annual Latino Ball, where many students and people from different backgrounds have gathered for a night of fun.
With a black and white theme and many styles of dance and music, the Latino Ball brought in many students, adults, faculty members, and kids. The event was put on by the Hispanic Latino Student Union. There's a lot of history and cultural value that this organization strove for when putting on this event.
Latino Ball has been dating really far back when Juanita Wright started this organization. What we strive to do as HLSU, Hispanic Latino Student Union, is bring events to UNI, where we can expose the students to a different culture that, you know, normally they wouldn't. I know that the population of minorities here is very small, so this is kind of just a small way for us to show them our music and for everyone to have a good time and get to know each other.
This student organization wanted an inclusive event where any students could take part and just have a good time.
We are very inclusive. We welcome anyone and everyone. The majority of our events they focus around things that do have to do with the Hispanic culture. We have an event for Cinco de Mayo. This is one of our biggest events with the Latino Ball.
Juanita Wright, who received the Lifetime Achievement Award for her contributions to the group, founded the Hispanic Latino Student Union back in 1971.
Participation in the organization helps to develop leadership skills, communication skills. A lot of students get involved, and it promotes an organization where there's some connections that are made, support system that is developed by participation.
If you're not busy next year, come have a ball at the next annual Latino Ball. For UNI TV, I'm Dakota Park.
Thanks, Dakota. Anyone is welcome to join the Hispanic Latino Ball. They meet Thursdays at 6:00 p.m. in Mocker Union. May is Asian Pacific American Heritage Month. The month is a vast celebration of the arts, the culture, the religion of the Asian and Pacific Islanders in the United States. Historically, the month has been celebrated in March for UNI. The Center of Multicultural Education kicked the celebration off on March 28th at 3:30 p.m. The guest speaker at the center was author and journalism educator Dr. Joanne Lee. Dr. Lee discussed the Asian experience in America and also Asians in the media. Lee is the author of Asian Americans in the 21st Century and was the first Asian American journalist hired by CNN. She was also the first Asian American reporter to be hired by ABC and CBS local affiliate stations in Chicago, Sacramento, and Philadelphia. Dr. Lee is one of many events that will be occurring at the CME. On April 21st, in honor of Asian Heritage Month, the CME will hold a discussion on the novel titled Everything Asian by Sung Jae Woo. Do you enjoy historical artifacts? The UNI Museum has Asian artifacts housed in its ethnography collections. The museum will also display Asian artifacts next fall in a textile exhibit. Kim Taylor is UNI Museum Collection Manager and offered me an exclusive look at the Asian artifacts featured at the museum. While Kim is the collections manager, she has also served in another role for the past couple of months.
I'm also the curator for the upcoming exhibit on textiles this fall. So me and my students have been working on that for the past 6 months.
Kim allowed me to look exclusively at one particular Japanese textile artifact.
We looked at a Japanese wedding kimono, and I think it was maybe 20 years old. And it was from somebody who had gone to, an alumni from UNI, whose sister lived in Japan and bought her that kimono for her 50th birthday.
Kim invites all students and faculty to see all the artifacts that will be on display for next fall's textile exhibit.
We're going to have examples of textiles from all over the world. So we have the textiles that we looked at from Indonesia and from Japan, but we also will have African textiles from West Africa.
To see any of the Asian artifacts here at the UNI Museum, students are welcome to visit the museum Monday through Friday from 9 to 5. It is free and open to the public. For more information on Asian Pacific Heritage Month, please visit www.asianpacificheritage.gov. For UNI TV, I'm Zanetta Miller.
A student organization on campus is trying to promote cultural diversity by explaining their faith. UNI TV's Brian Frost has more.
What do you think of when you hear the word Muslim? How about Islam? Most people immediately think terrorist, threats to the country, or war. Last weekend, the Muslim Student Association held a convention to try and dispel beliefs about the Islamic faith. The event, which was a success, was held in the UNI Commons Ballroom and allowed the audience to voice their opinions and ask questions about the faith. The convention was held for Muslims and non-Muslims alike and lasted a full day as there were 6 speakers and 7 speeches, as well as time for prayers and a discussion session. The group talked about such topics as Islam's relation to science, the role women play in Islam, and Islam's influence on the founding fathers of the United States. The goal of the convention was to inform members of the audience about the Islamic faith, Islamic culture, and to give a greater understanding of the peoples themselves. For UNI TV, I'm Brian Frost.
The Muslim Student Association accepts members of all faiths and ethnicities and hopes to promote cultural equality here on the UNI campus.